You know, you participate in idolatry and you probably don't even realize it, but here are some examples of the idolatry that you and nearly 3 billion apostate Christians participate in. When you say Jesus is God, you're making an idol out of hippie Christmas Jesus, because the Son of God, who came in his Father's name, is not God. He's the capital P prophet whom Moses said would come. So you don't even know who the Messiah really is, and now you assign a title to him as God, when the God, Almighty God, is a spirit. He is invisible. The Father sent his Son. He did not send himself. So other forms of idolatry are your Christmas and Easter traditions and going to church on Sun God Day. All forms of idolatry, they're traditions of men. They are not godly practices. The Sabbath day is the seventh day. It begins at dawn on Saturday. So by rebelling against the Ten Commandments, choosing the things in this world, in this life, and clinging to men's tradition, that's equivalent to witchcraft. It says in 1 Samuel that rebellion is the sin, is witchcraft. Stubbornness is as idolatry. Iniquity is as idolatry. And because you reject the word of Jehovah, he's going to reject you. So my brothers and sisters at straysthegate.net, we take to the airwaves, we make videos like this, we comment on other videos, because we're seeking to wake up the lost sheep of the house of Israel who have been led captive by false teachings, by the apostate Christian church in error to the left, and also by the apostate Torah movement in error to the right, who are envying Judah, taking on all the characteristics of wicked Judah, like an evening-to-evening polluted Babylonian Sabbath in darkness when a day begins at dawn, like pushing the Paleo-Hebrew when we are to speak to people in their language. That's why we tell people that in the English language, the Father's name is Jehovah, or Yehovah, and the Son's name is Joshua or Yeshua. That's his name. It's not Jesus. So you can go to places like the back of the book and read Revelation 22:14 to see where covenant keepers go, obedient servants of Jehovah who keep the Ten Commandments and follow his Son who he sent to refresh the Holy Covenant, to finish sacrificial law, and to magnify the law and make it honorable, which means we fulfill the royal law. If you reject this message, you are going to go where there is gnashing of teeth. If you don't live by the Ten Commandments and teach your children and others to live by the Ten Commandments, you're going to go where the fire is not quenched and the worm does not die. You must keep the Ten Commandments, including the seventh-day Sabbath, from dawn to dawn. That's what the apostles did all throughout the New Testament. Over 60-plus times we see instances where the disciples and the apostles kept the seventh-day Sabbath. Right there in Acts chapter 9, it says that when all the churches round about the northern and southern kingdom kept the Ten Commandments and rested on the Sabbath, walking in the fear of the Lord, which is an idiom for keeping the Ten Commandments. To love God with all your heart, soul, and strength is to keep his Ten Commandments. To fear God is to keep his Ten Commandments. To walk in righteousness is to walk in the righteousness of God, which is his Ten Commandments. So you must keep the Holy Covenant, which is the Ten Commandments. If you do not, if you are without the Holy Covenant, as it says in Revelation 22, verse 15, you're going to go into the pit. You are not going to enter into the kingdom of heaven. You will not gain right to the tree of life and access to the kingdom of heaven. It is written.